Welcome to Sora TTRPG. This world is set atop the floating islands known as 𝕿𝖊, where beings known as chasers battle against the forces of Gaia to protect the lands where they live. This story starts off in a dark alleyway. 𝕿𝖊, your character, 𝕿𝖊, is walking behind two figures. Figures that they are quite familiar with. They're their parents. I think I just made you a little too big. And while you're walking through, I would like you to describe your character, what he looks like for the audience.
I would say average height, black hair, and just overall very gloomy look.
Awesome. Yeah, this one. That one. So, yeah, what's he wearing and stuff as well?
I'd say some like, I'd say an average adventurer's clothes.
All right, cool. So at this point, you're following along behind your parents, and they turn around and they say that you see the person who you know is your mother turns and to her husband and says, "Well, dear, that was quite the show they put on for us, isn't it?" And he says, he looks at it and says, he's kind of like, he seems a little bit alert. He seems a little perturbed. Roll perception, 𝕿𝖊. It's going to be your first roll instantly.
Perception. Roll? I can't roll.
So you, wait, really? Wait, click perception. Or not perception, sorry, instinct. And then click hope fear. And now click roll. There we go, perfect. Nice. So you rolled a 19 with hope. So whenever you roll with hope, you mark a little, you see down here where you see it says hope in the bottom?
Yep. Right
here.
Oh, got it.
So you want to mark that. So you want to click that. Click one of the, here, look, you can lock this place. Just click the little dot right here. Yeah. Awesome. Perfect. So immediately you notice something strange. Your father isn't listening to your mom for one, and there seems to be shadows moving along near you, staying just out of sight. Basically every corner you look at, there seems to be a head poking out, staring, watching. What would you like to do?
Stare at them.
Just look back at the shadows?
Yeah, for a quick second.
Yeah, as you stare through, you see a little bit of mask, like a leather, how do I describe it? A leather kind of, almost like a bandana. You're not really able to get much detail from it right now because they're quite far away, but you can tell that the figures are around, there'd be about, there's one around here, there's one around, like one around Oh, whoops. I need to stop pressing Control Z. It's like it undoes everything. Okay, 1 second. Okay, let me just very quickly get the... See if I can get this from Sven. Crosses the mountain cap, high pass bridge. Okay, let me download this for now. Okay. So you see, yes, so you see a couple of people here. I'm gonna use these figures. See one over here behind in the corner. You see another one up here. This one is kind of hiding down the alley a bit. And you see 2 people, and these ones are on the rooftops. So if I just get blocks like this. You see several of them hiding in the rooftops around the alley. This is kind of what the alleyway looks like to you. There we go. Look at that. That's nice.
Yeah.
So you're able, so you now, yeah. So what would you like to do now?
Just question to my parents.
Yeah, alright. You can just talk to them as you would normally.
Hey, I think something's watching us.
The moment you say that, your mother turns around and is like, she turns around, it's like, immediately her facial reaction changes. She kind of picks up on your dad, why your dad was so quiet as well. She says, what makes you say that, honey? She's obviously very scared, but she's trying not to show it in her voice.
I mean, these guys are just... It looks like they want something.
So it's at this point you realize that she actually doesn't see them. For some reason, you're able to see them, but she doesn't. I guess she hasn't really looked yet either, to be fair. Are you going to say anything to them, or...?
I think we should go somewhere else.
Your dad kind of nods silently as well and starts backing off slowly. Let me get the rest of the area down. It's kind of looking like this. And now it's at this point that you see you see another bandit kind of step out of the darkness behind. And at this point, you don't have, your powers haven't awakened just yet, but so you're kind of helpless, but you do see one person behind you sort of steps out into the darkness, and you hear him go, "Don't make this any harder than it needs to be, guys. Drop your belongings and be on your way. Leave with your lives. Doesn't that sound like a fair deal?"
I'm not sure about this.
The your dad says, your dad sort of behind his breath says, "Nox, take your mother. Get out of here. I'll deal with this."
Why?
There's a lot of them. There's no guarantee that they'll simply let us go.
Wait,
if we do as they say.
Wait, I can't leave you.
Listen, if they are true to their word, I'll be back before sundown. I would rather not lose the two of you.
Okay, Dad. I'll do what you say.
So your mom's kind of in shock at this point. So you can kind of just guide her however you want. You're still a little bit shorter than her at this moment. So what are you gonna do?
I take her hand and I start running into the next open alley over.
Oh, the one forward? This one?
Yes.
Okay. So as you're walking as well, you see your dad kind of like empty his pockets. He drops a few gold pouches. He signals your mom to do the same. And they leave them like on the floor about here. Around there, there's just a pile of gold between both your parents. And you just begin to slowly walk out. And you see behind the area there was another thief sitting and waiting. But he doesn't move as you lead your mother away. Okay. So as you're walking, it's at this point you see the enemies closing in from behind. Oops. You see the enemies closing in on your dad from behind, and you hear him just go, "There, that's all the money we have. Let my family go." And the guy behind, who seems to be the leader, kind of, you can still see this kind of from where you're at. You're kind of here.
Yeah.
He says, "Hang on. Let me see if everything here is in order." He begins to like rummage through the coins and such. And starts counting. And now it's at this point that you see one of the bandits has kind of made his way around your dad. Roll perception. Or instinct.
Instinct.
Yep. Roll 14 with fear. Okay, so fear unfortunately means that I now get the initiative, but you did succeed. I get a fear token as well. So, at this point, what you see is one of the bandits is now kind of sneaking up behind your dad. What would you like to do? Your dad doesn't see him as well from the looks of it.
I say, "Dad, look out."
Roll, actually, no, I'll roll for him. Actually, yeah, I'll roll for him. Let's go. Boom. So that's that, but he has a disadvantage on here. Boom, so 3. Okay, so 15, 3, 12. So because of your help, the enemy now slashes. He attempts to slash your dad, but your dad, with your help, he leaps out of the way and rolls. He immediately rolls out of away from the slash.
Oh.
And he sizes himself up. He the enemy once again steps towards him to try to what do you call it? To try to lunge at him again. What would you like to do?
Go.
By the way, you also have options like looking around for weapons. You can look around for things on the ground that you can use. You can like be creative, like pretend you're actually in the zone.
I look for a weapon.
So currently you're in an alleyway. So you're not really gonna find swords or anything. Do you have any idea roughly anything that you could potentially find in an alleyway that you could use as a as some form of weapon? Yo, Will! Thanks for the raid!
I throw a box.
So, oh yeah, so what we can do is, I'm not gonna make you roll for that because you would see there are little boxes and stuff around the place. They'd be wooden box, they'd be more like crates. So I'm gonna make you roll strength to see if you can lift one up and throw it.
Okay. Strength. Here. 7.
7. Oof. Do you have a... Let me see. Let me see if your experiences are here. Oh, you don't have any experiences. What were your experiences again?
Shoot. Let me see. Experience.
Should be in journal, I think. No, not journal. It'll be in the mid.
Just in time, and I am the knight.
Oh, I guess you wouldn't have these yet. Because
Yeah.
you're still so young. Okay, so what I will do is... So you're attempt to lift up the box. And your mother turns around, immediately notices that, and she's going to help you. So you're going to add a d6 to the roll. So you got, what did you get again? You rolled 7, so roll 6.
Yeah.
Roll a d6, and this is your mother helping you.
A D6 and
Yep.
hope and fear.
No, just d6.
Okay.
Oof. Oof. You're able to lift it up, but you're not quite able to throw it. But you do have it in your hand. If that is any consolation. Unfortunately, because you rolled with fear, it is now the enemy's turn. And this enemy is going to attempt to lunge at your dad. Wait, let me very quickly grab his stat sheet out. Here it is. Okay, there's his thing. Minion passive flag is the one to take damage for every 3. Group attack. Spend a fear, choose a target, spotlight all dragon flag to close range, means move in melee range. Spend a fear to choose a target. Spotlight all dragon within close range to them. Okay. So it's now my turn. And I'm gonna see close range. How close? Oh no. Oh god. Okay, so I'm gonna spend 1 fear token. So remember the fear token that you gave me when we rolled fear.
Yeah.
I spent 1 fear token to activate the ability of this what's it called? This thug. And it's called group attack. Where every single enemy within close range walks into melee range of your dad and now makes an attack. So their attack is, where is the, here it is. So, on a success, they deal 2 physical damage each. So, they're gonna roll, how many of that is there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Anything about 12 here? Oh my gosh.
What?
8, 6, 4, 2. Your dad dodges them all. Your dad, they immediately crowd up on your dad and they all leap on him and try beating him down. You hear fists flying, and suddenly you see like the dog pile starts to shake before it suddenly your dad pushes them all off him and they all kind of leap back. You see that at this point you guys, they were all wearing suits. You guys had just come back from like seeing a movie, but underneath where some of the suit had torn, you see some like shining armor underneath. You see some glistening armor underneath. Your dad also unsheathes a large blade, and you see that something is weird. He's a merchant. He shouldn't be this good at fighting. But that's a question for another time. Right now, you still have the box in your hand. The turn goes back to you. What would you like to do?
I would honestly put it down after seeing that.
All right, box it down. Anything you want to do now? Do you want to look for something else, possibly?
Is there like a rock?
Yeah. Do I make you roll? How hard would it be to find a rock in an alleyway? Do you know what? There's rubble. There's like rubble.
Oh, yeah, rubble.
So yeah. Yeah, you'd be able to find like
Yeah.
something like a rock amongst the rubble.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, what would you? Yeah, you find a rock. You're able to pick it up.
And then I think I would just
Also,
throw
I'll
it
make
into
you
the
just for the sake of it. Can you roll another instinct for me?
got it. Instinct, just an instinct.
With the hope fair.
Oh, got it.
19 with hope. So
19?
give yourself a hope token first.
Okay, where is that?
Up here.
Got it.
Perfect. So it's at this point that you're looking around, and while you're looking for a rock, you do also find a few other things. You find a rock, you find an old rail spike, and you also find what looks like a large board. If you'd like to do whatever you want with those.
I would give one of the weapons to my mom.
Which one? I mean, the rail spike's not huge. It's like it's kind of like a little metal thing.
I'd say the wood.
All right, so you'd give your mom the plank of wood just to defend herself. And now what would you like to do?
I think I would charge in there.
With a rock and a rail spike? All right, cool. So you're now up here behind them. You are able to move here. Would you like to make an attack?
Yes.
All right. So what you're gonna do? What I want you to do is roll. What I want you to do here is roll to hit, which is your hope and fear, and you're trying to hit. Anything above a 9 will hit. So it's a roll to hit, and you're gonna use your main modifier on your weapon. So actually, no, you don't have your weapon.
Oh,
So it's just a duality dice. Yeah, let's go.
Oh.
Yep, hits, and you get a hope.
14.
So mark a hope. Boom. This is an improvised weapon, so you're gonna go D4 plus your agility.
4.
D4 plus your agility, yeah.
Agility.
Boom. Now,
Roll.
yeah.
2.
Okay, for deal still likely deal undefeated. So you're able to jump up, and you kind of don't know. You still kind of are unsure what's happening, but you grab the back of the rail spike, and you just thwomp it off the back of one of the bandits' heads, and he's immediately down. He's down. He just falls to the ground with a thud. Because you rolled with hope, you get another turn. You can keep going. Also, I will say the bandit has weapons and stuff on him, so you can try to grab one of those if you'd like.
I'll try to steal.
Okay, I'll say you're just able to pick it up. That's fine.
Yeah.
So you now have a dagger in hand?
Yep.
So I want you to... well, yeah, what are you going to do next? Here's a weapon.
I would just...
Here's a temporary weapon for you.
I would try to attack him with it.
Okay,
Maybe
so you're
on
gonna
his
roll.
back.
So roll your hope and fear dice again.
Yep.
I think it's the wrong dagger.
Just hope and fear?
Let me see. It's sorry, it's this dagger. Not this one. Sorry, this is it's finesse. That'll be actually a -1. So roll with finesse. Okay, roll hit. Remember, once again, you are looking for a 9. You want to beat 9. 14 with hope. Give yourself another hope.
No way.
Your hope is maxed out. That's crazy. Okay, so at this point, you're gonna roll to. So once again, Roll your damage. This time it is, because you have a dagger now, you're going to roll a d8 plus 1.
D8 plus 1.
Yep,
That's
go for it. Yep.
5.
So, because this guy is a minion,
Yep.
you run towards him again. And at this point, you're screaming because you see that, like, these things are hurting your parents. Something takes over. You're not sure exactly what, but you run towards him. You jump. You thwomp one in the back of the head. But no, you start to jump onto his back. You whack him on the head with you whack him on the head with a rail spike, and then what are you going to do with the dagger? Are you going lethal off bat, or are you just like, is your character panicking and he's going, or?
I say lethal.
All right.
I'm gonna let my vengeance consume.
Oh my gosh. Yes, something. So at this point, your character as a child is wailing. He uses the rail spike to knock the helmet off the guy's head. The guy kind of bends over. You jump onto his back and stab him in the neck. And then the other guy looks to you and goes, wait. He goes, he looks at you and he's like, stupid kid. Come. And then as soon as he walks towards you, you look up at him, still on the back of this guy as he's falling over. And you just plunge your dagger into the side of his neck, and he's also dead. And you're now sitting there covered in blood with a rail spike in one hand and a dagger in the other hand. And your father is absolutely dumbfounded. He's just staring at you like he's... I don't know, he's concerned, if anything. But you rolled with hope, by the way. Do you know what that means?
Yeah.
It's still your turn.
I roll again?
Yeah, what would you want to do? Are you going to attack this guy?
Which guy?
There's one near your father, or there's one far away. I'm pretty sure you can reach the far away guy as well.
I'll take the faraway guy.
Because I'm pretty sure within close range. Yeah, he's in range.
Yeah.
Alright, boom. Roll a hit. And that's your duality dice. With finesse.
Hope and finesse?
Yep. Ah, but it's at this point that you run towards the guy enraged, and he what's it called? He's going to now block your attack. He kind of blocks it with one hand, and he kind of grins a bit. And now he's going to attempt to attack you, and he's going to roll to hit with his weapon. So he's going to roll d20. And let's see. 18. I'm guessing that hits.
Oh.
I'm guessing that hits.
Yeah.
And you immediately take 2 damage. So that's not 2 HP damage. So it's 2 damage. So you have to look at your threshold, and which means that it's minor damage. So you mark 1 HP. So he plunges, he tries to slash you with his dagger. You're able to move away a little bit, but you do get a nasty scratch on your shoulder. It is now back to your turn. But actually, I'm going to spend 2 fear tokens to immediately spotlight this guy over here, and he's going to attempt to attack your dad. No, he's not going to attack your dad. He's actually going to try to climb up here. And he's going to roll an agility to do so. Oh, never mind. Well, he climbs as easily as he runs, so I didn't need to roll anyway.
18.
So he rolls up there. And he's he's now up there. Climbs as easy as he runs. Which means that he just kind of walks up here. And now he's going to attempt to attack your dad from above, triggering his skill, which is from above. When a batter succeeds an attack from above the target, they deal extra damage. So we're going to first make him roll against your dad. Your dad has 12. And so this guy throws some daggers down at your dad. And your dad's able to, once again, he lifts up his cloak, and you see the daggers just fly into the cloak and they can't go through. So he's safe. Now it's your turn.
Oh. Oh, shoot. What do I do? Okay. So I'm still fighting this guy.
Yep.
Right? And... Oh, shoot. Is there an option to fall back? Maybe help.
Yep.
Maybe,
yeah, you can run. There's no attack of opportunity naturally in this game, so you can actually just run back. However, I don't think you can really help this guy unless you want to like move forward and try to throw something at the guy. I don't know if that's gonna work though.
Nah, I think I'd rather run after that.
Okay, so let's see. So you're here. Yeah, you can move like anywhere in this circle. Yeah, you can move anywhere in this circle.
Oh.
So you're here.
Yeah, the guy's right there.
So where would you like? You can actually move your character to wherever you want.
Maybe I should go for that. That gold is still there, right?
Oh, whoops! You're checking this circle. My bad. The gold is still the gold is still there.
I could try to run for the gold.
And is it to like distract the enemies? Like, oh, he's running away with our gold. Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, yeah, I'll let you do that. You run, you pick up the gold, you've got them in your hand, and suddenly you hear one of the bandits shouts like he shouts like, oh god, I did it again. I deleted the ruler. I need to get it back. Okay. There we go. Music stopped. Alright. You hear one of the bandits go, "Hey! Put that down!" He shouts. And you, what's it called? You see now they're all looking at you and they're not paying attention to your dad. Alright.
Yeah. So my option would be, I would literally throw it somewhere else.
Okay, awesome.
Grab my dad.
Also, this entire time, I want you to roll an instinct.
Instinct? That's it?
Yep. Instinct to like hope and fear.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, my bad. I can roll it again, right?
Yep. 15 with hope. So it's at this point that you're feeling something strange. Like this entire time, this power that like took over you, it's almost like not your own. You feel a strange pulsing on the back of your palm. Is there anything you'd like to do about that, or are you gonna ignore it for now?
I would just ignore it.
All right. So, at this point, then you throw the gold. Where do you throw? So you can throw it. Yeah, where do you throw? Like
I throw
down
it forward. Yes.
Fan changer game from deadlock. Oh yeah, thank you.
Throw the gold away, at least like in front of me, or at least in the other direction. Where's the gold again?
Boom. The gold here I've got in my inventory. Components. Boom. Gold here. Okay.
Yep.
You toss the gold away, and for a brief moment, let me roll for this guy. Wow. Okay, he's gonna look over there, and he's gonna be like. So he's no longer paying attention to your dad. And you roll with hope, so you get another turn.
What do we roll?
Whatever you... Well, you have to decide your action first.
I take my dad and try to leave.
Alright, so you grab his hand, and he's still pretty shocked at what's happened. Those two are distracted. And you slowly lead them away. And you have successfully... These guys, they try to chase you, but like, at the end of the day, they're more so after the gold than anything. So they're not actually going to chase you here. And you escape. Nice.
Oh.
You survived your first encounter. Let's go. So at this point... Well, let me put the music back. So at this point, you run. You're running through the alleys, past the town, and eventually you're able to catch your breath a little bit. And you hear your dad say, "Damn it. I can't believe they found us."
Yeah. Who were they?
Your dad looks and he says, back in the day, I came across a few people for business. Not good people. They were spouting some kind of nonsense about creating the perfect being. Lunatics, honestly. But ever since then, now and then, they would appear. And until now, they would simply watch from the shadows. It seemed like they were after our gold, but at the same time, I don't know, this makes no sense. Perhaps those guys were simply hired by them. They were probably trying to make an extra buck off us. Anyway, he says, it's not safe here. He says, let's talk back at home.
Yeah. That'd be great.
He leads you over to... He leads you back to the, back to your little cottage that you guys have. That's not a cottage. It's more of like a... It's like a large, how do I describe it? It's a pretty nice house, but it's kind of outside the city walls just to make things a little bit easier for, trading. It's like, it's not your main house. It's more of like a retreat of sorts.
Yeah, a little outpost.
Exactly. Let me grab this lighting up. There we go. And now at this point, your mom looks over to you and says, Where did you learn to do that? To fight like that? She looks at both you and your dad, actually, because your dad's also was just secretly wearing armor underneath. But she's looking at you first of all.
I don't know. I just looked at Dad and he seemed like in danger. And something awakened in me.
So he's gonna look over and he says, Damn, I was hoping that it would pass. I was hoping that it had passed, skipped over a generation. He looks over it silently and he looks to you and says, My bloodline. He looks over and he says, My bloodline is cursed. I guess that would be the easiest way to say it. When we're hurt or in danger, some kind of instinct takes over. Many of us have gone mad. Many of us succumb to the urges. As such, we must be on guard at all times, ready to fight at all times. The reason I'm always uneasy is because all it takes is one cut in order for us to lose control. And he looks over at you and says, it seems as though this curse has been passed on to you. And now that he looks over and it's like, if those bandits report what they've seen to the people they work for, the cult of dread. Also, by the way, if there's any names or any information that you think your character would remember, I would recommend putting it in the notebook so that you remember it between sessions.
Yeah.
Especially like when it comes to names and things. But he says, the cult of dread sees those of our bloodline as a gateway to, like I said before, creating this perfect being, an embodiment of dread itself. And he looks over and says, and now that they know that you are also cursed, it won't be long before they descend on this place. He looks to you and says one more time and kind of like puts his hand on his wife's shoulder and says, Nox,
yes,
should the time arise, I will hold them back here. But you must take your mother and flee. They will not stop until one of us is captured.
No. I can't allow this.
He says, you're but a child, Nox. You got lucky. That's it. We can't guarantee or bank on that happening again.
Oh. Where will I go?
He says, also at this point your mom just has her hand across her mouth because she kind of like, she's processing a lot right now, especially with the whole my husband and son are part of a cursed bloodline and he didn't tell me. So she is there. She's just very much in shock and trying to hold it together. But your dad says, travel west. Look for the desert clergy. They promise safe haven for those of our kind.
Well, how will I get there?
He pulls up a map. Let me see if I can actually grab it. If I can get this working, this would be really cool. Just need to find where I put it. Where's there it is. Haha, look at that.
Oh.
Oh, whoops. I forgot how to like raise it up. Like make it higher vertically.
Just rotate it. Yeah, man.
Fuck. Flip, rotate left, right. Oh well. There's a map over here now. Actually, you know, I can put it here. There we go. Look, here we go. So up here, your dad pulls up the map. And he says, and he spreads it out and shows you. Right now, we're here. Head west. Cross the, head west. Across the Red Desert. Until you see a river. Once you cross the river, you will see the desert. You will see at the base of the desert clergy. A large city. Once you reach there, tell them you are a member of the cursed bloodline and you seek sanctuary.
Okay, Dad. I will.
He then looks over and says, he looks over towards the bridge. And in the distance you can see what looks like torches heading towards you. And suddenly he says, "Go. Don't look back. I will contact you if all goes well. Protect your mother."
I will. Stay safe.
He simply nods and he takes out his sword. And for the first time, you see... Actually, wait. Sorry, can we retcon it a bit? I forgot a very, very important thing. I forgot a very, very, very important thing. Wait. Run it back, boys. Run it back. This is... Shit. Before you see... So he looks over and he sees the torches coming. And he says, "Quickly, come here. Come here, Nox."
Yeah?
And he said, "As part of the bloodline, you must know this. Our
what?
There are people in this world known as chasers. Those who wield weapons. Weapons of great power. While you were fighting, I could feel the energy of a chaser coming from you. If you find yourself in danger, focus on a small area on the back of your hand. Imagine your soul being pushed out.
My soul?
It's hard to explain, but there's an energy known as chi, one which exists in the hearts of all those who hold humanity. As long as you hold on to your humanity, it will give you power. That power is a Sora. There are enemies of which that is designed to fight against. Humans, unfortunately, are not one of them, but will still protect you in times of need. And at this point is when he turns around and he sees the people walking across the bridge. And he tells you, "Now go. Take your mother and run."
Okay, Dad.
Stay strong. You're the man of the house now.
I will.
And where would you like to? Are you just gonna go to the right?
Yes.
And it is at this point that you turn around and you see your dad walking towards the bridge slowly. And he stretches out his arm. And this is the first time you've ever seen this. But you see what looks like crystals begin to grow slowly up his arm until his entire arm is sheathed in like a crystalline gauntlet that goes all the way from his fist all the way over his shoulder. And power begins to pulse from it. You assume that that's the Sora that he was talking about as he prepares to fight. And you, meanwhile, attempt to escape with your mother. And very briefly from behind, you hear the sound of swords clashing. You hear the sound of magic flying through the air. Fireballs going. And as you're running, you continue to occasionally look back to see if your dad will follow on behind you. But after a while, all you see is a giant inferno as the house, as you see like the silhouette of the house up in flames as you run through the forest with your mother.
Oh.
So what we're going to do here, Wheezy, is we're going to do a time skip.
Yeah, that's fair.
We're going to do a time skip now where, let's say, so at that point you would have been about like probably 6 or 7. And now, how old is Knoxford? Like present day?
Present day. Let's just say like early 20s.
Okay, so early 20s. This would have been like 15 to 17 years ago. So that was the last time Knox ever saw his father.
Yep.
And unfortunately, his mother, soon after arriving, the long journey through the wilderness, as well as the heartbreak of losing her husband, fell quite sick, as she's been bedridden for years now, and Knox now works in the desert temple. He wanders around for the most part, but he takes work from the clergy to make ends meet, to kind of keep her safe and keep her healthy. It's been a long time. And like I said, he never did see his father again. But one day, all that changes. You and your mother were wandering through the a path near enough to the desert. You're kind of making your usual kind of rounds and such. The clergy has given you another task. A simple fetch task. Go deliver something to the academy, bring it back. Roll instinct.
Just one?
Yes. Well, instinct means with a hope and fear, so. $20 with hope. Amazing. So what I'm gonna... So at this point, you immediately hear something. You're much older now. You're much more grizzled. The clergy has been sending you on missions that are otherwise... How do I even describe it? They're not safe missions. They're dangerous. You've yet to ever summon your Sora. You've been able to make do with normal weapons. But you're a lot more grizzled. And your senses pick up in the trees something quite large moving about.
What's that?
What would you like to do? I'll say your mother is not. Your mother is a little bit behind. She's back at camp. She's back home at camp.
Yeah.
You don't stray too far, but she's not physically with you right now.
I would just keep moving.
All right. So at this point, you keep on moving forward. And you feel that this thing is following you. Don't know what it is, but it's following you. I want you to roll instinct again. $22 with fear. Ooh, I'll take that. So at this point, you immediately see that there are some figures. Deep in the forest. And in front of you steps out three people. And they stand and face you. I want you to roll knowledge.
Knowledge.
Yep. $6 with fear. I'll take that. You can't quite put your finger on it. But you recognize this man from somewhere. He seems angry. But you can't quite put your finger on it. What would you like to do?
I asked him, who are you?
He said, "You don't remember me? After you gave us that slip all so long ago, you cost me a lot, you know. Because of you, they knocked me down a few pegs. I was on track to becoming a high priest of the cult of dread. Well, sorry. They don't call themselves the cult of dread. They call themselves the carers of dread. Also, at this point, would your character have done any research into the cult of dread while he was, like, over the years, or would he have just been focused on, like, making money and, like, staying alive?
I would just say making money and staying alive.
All right. So yes, so you do still remember the cult of dread from your father saying, and you at this point, you're gonna recognize the man as the guy that tried to rob you guys that first night, many years ago.
Yep.
So yes, you recognize him now.
Oh.
And he looks over there and he says, You really gave us the slip that time, didn't you? Well, I intend to finish what I started. And this time, he kind of starts to laugh. I've got some help. And then he kind of claps his hands. And he's going to... You see, behind you, a large creature steps out of the forest. At first, it seems like a wolf, but it's much bigger. And upon closer inspection, it's covered in scars and tubes, and it seems to be artificially made. It's got these deep red eyes, as well as several of its limbs seem to have been kind of replaced with like mechanical replacements, or basically stitched together flesh from other creatures. Seems to be this weird Frankenstein's monster of a giant wolf behind you. What class 𝕿𝖊𝖊 is a warlock? By Jack. Yep. So what would you like to do? At this point, you are surrounded.
Shoot. I could try to run, maybe to my left.
Let's place some trees around. So where? So you want to go? You want to move like around here?
Yeah.
Okay. So immediately before the guy even gets a chance to finish his sentence, you dart over to the left. Is there anything else you want to do?
I just keep running until I go back to camp.
So the camp is actually, you kind of see, it is physically here. So if you run through the woods, like this creature is really close.
Yeah. I think I would just try to run.
Okay. So at this point, you're running past this creature. And however, one thing we do know is this thing is definitely faster. So in a matter of seconds, you see it leap out and jump in front of you. And at this point, you actually do see the campsite that your mother is in on that side, but this creature is now staring you down. The enemies back here have also just moved up a bit. They're kind of just walking. They seem quite confident. What would you like to do?
I think I'll try to take on the dog.
How?
Wait, I don't have... Oh, shoot, I don't have anything. You think I try to avoid its attacks?
Would be hard to do without a Sora.
Ooh.
Roll knowledge.
Yeah, I'll roll knowledge. And hope of here?
Yep.
Oh, shoot.
Well, I'll take that for your token. So, one thing you immediately remember at this point, the words of your dad. where he explained to you how to summon a Sora many years ago. You do feel your heart beats. You do feel your heart beating faster. And you could feel the energy pooling on the back of your hand.
Oh. Should I just try? Should I try to attack with the pulsing feeling that I have?
Sure. We'll make you roll. I'll make you roll presence. Roll presence.
Presence and hope and fear.
Yep.
Oh,
Perfect.
22.
Well, I will take that fear though. So, as you're about to attack that creature, you do hear a voice in your head. One that says, you lunge towards the creature and everything is in slow motion. And suddenly, wait, let me go back. Sorry. I got everything mixed up. Oh, wait. There it is. You lunge towards the creature. Blindly. You don't have any weapons drawn. You're trying to remember what your father told you. You feel like it's the only way that you're going to be able to get out of this mess. You're going to try to summon this Sora that he spoke of. This wolf creature looks at you, growling, but it hasn't pounced yet. And as you do, and as you focus on the back of your palm, and you attempt to summon your weapon, suddenly you hear a loud, booming voice that suddenly says, "Found you." And as soon as you hear that, everything around you begins to slow down to a snail's pace. This light blue tint almost casts on everything around you. And suddenly, you find yourself face to face with... Let me just very quickly get this. You find yourself face to face with what looks like a large, giant spire of shadows. It's kind of swirling, a tornado almost, before suddenly it condenses. And what looks like a porcelain face, a female porcelain face, kind of slowly pushes out of the tornado as it slowly stills and becomes like... It slowly drops and forms into what looks like a long, flowing black dress. She seems to be standing where the wolf was. But now you're in like... and she looks at you and she says, "I've been looking for you for a long time."
Who are you?
Many know me as the Night Mother. Others know me as
Know you.
the embodiment of fear itself. She looks at you and says, "You are part of the chosen bloodline. One of my children.
Dad.
Yeah, you immediately remember what your dad said before about the bloodline and the cursed bloodline and such. The woman suddenly moves to the side, and you see that underneath the shadows, the wolf still stands there. And she says, "Unfortunately, my influence exists only in the spiritual realm. Therefore, only those who are able to interact with the Sora can see me, and in turn, I see them. But you seem to have found yourself in quite the situation, haven't you?"
Yes.
She looks and she says, "Tell me, 𝕊𝖊𝖊, when you see this creature in front of you, what do you see?" She points to the wolf.
A really angry animal.
"Yes, but look closer. Roll instinct." 14, and that's a fear point. Mine. She says, "Paul, what you do? You notice something about this wolf. In one hand, it's this weird Frankenstein's monster of many different animal parts. This kind of unholy abomination that it's clearly a product of human engineering. But something about it seems familiar to you. The creases on its face, the scars on its arms, a familiar aura. And before you're able to say what you think, the Night Mother looks down and says, "This creature is what they reduced your father to. Most of it."
Oh. Squeeze. He's gone.
Well, the creature in front of you is mostly made of him. Whether or not he's still inside is something beyond. Checking whether he's still inside is beyond even my powers. So tell me, 𝕊𝖊𝖊, with the information I just gave you, what are you going to do? As we speak right now, the so-called carers of dread, they approach the camp where your mother slumbers as the unholy abomination which they turned your dad into stares you down, unable to recognize his own son. What will you do?
I would try to defend myself in any way.
She looks at you and she says, defense. Defending yourself.
I mean, that's what my father would have wanted.
It's now this point that you hear another voice. While you're talking to the Night Mother, she starts to become fuzzy, almost like there's some kind of interference. You're she immediately seems to kind of jerk up a little bit and be like, wait, something's interfering. I can't. And suddenly another voice, a much deeper voice, one that fills you with this strange uneasiness. This, it's almost like inhuman. It fills your head and says, vengeance. You must seek vengeance.
Vengeance.
You kind of feel, you feel this power kind of welling up inside you. You're not quite sure from where, but where the Night Brother brought you serenity, the ability to protect and defend yourself, this other creature is pushing you forward. This other energy, it's pulling you in the other direction. So which side would you like to choose? You see the Night Mother. You see a shadowy hand reaching out to you, attempting to take hold of it. But on the other side, you see what looks like a skeletal hand reaching out towards you. The skeleton hand is the path of vengeance, while the Night Mother's hand is one of protection and defense. But right now, your mother is in danger. And so are you. So which one will you take?
Yeah. I think I'm taking vengeance.
So at this point, you grab the skeletal hand. And as you do, you hear the Night Mother's broken up voice going, no, oh. And suddenly there's a flash. And you hear the other voice saying, good. As suddenly, the world begins to revert back to normal. Time begins to what's the word? Return to normal. As now, you find yourself, you stand in front of the creature, but your body begins to convulse and it begins to shake and it begins to tremble as you look and you just see your arms beginning to grow. You see fur beginning to sprout from all over. You see inside your chest a burning purple sphere is slowly embedding itself inside you. You hear the voice. You hear the voice in your head, the inhuman one saying, accept the seed of the earth. Become an object of vengeance.
Yes.
So at this point, you see your body begins to tremble. You're beginning to transform. You start to grow taller and taller and taller, much taller than the dire wolf that they had turned your father into. Let me see if I can find. But unlike But unlike him, your form is pure, without scars, without these unholy human-made intervention. You look down, and also at your hands, you see these glowing purple crystalline rings that seem to pulse with energy, feeding into your claws as your claws grow longer. You must now mark a stress as you've transformed into your werewolf form. Now, every single time you attack, you get an extra d10. All your abilities have now been unlocked. You can now use your scepter, and you can use your... Yeah, you can now use your scepter as well, and your glowing rings.
Yeah.
Rain says, Wheezy, give us a howl.
You want me to?
I don't. It's up to you. This is what Rain said. Heck yeah, let's go. All right, you're up. What would you like to do now? This creature in front of you is your father. Do you show mercy or do you put him out of his misery for the sake of vengeance?
I would have to put him out.
Use your abilities, Wheezy. Here's all your abilities. You've got your blinding strike. You've got your scepter unlocked. Your glowing rings. What would you like to do?
Blinding strike.
All right, so you're gonna roll a spellcast roll. So first things first. Roll a presence. And you can add a d10 to that. Yeah.
Oh, d10.
D10 and hope and fear. Roll. That's a critical success! Oh my gosh. Okay, so what you're going to do now is... within very close range. Okay. So, wait. Enter you have wonderful gain a 10 dice add to all attack and damage rolls. All attack and damage rolls. Holy shit. So what's going to happen? So I want you to roll your damage now, which is roll a d6 plus 1 plus a d10.
D6 plus 1 and a d10?
Oh, sorry. It's not even d6. It's 2 d10s. Holy shit.
2 d10?
Roll just roll a d10 plus 1.
D10 plus 1.
2 d10s, sorry. 2 d10s.
Oh.
So here, it's no.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
D10.
Yep, and plus 1. Yep, roll. And then you're gonna multiply 13. the higher numbers, so 13 plus 7, 20 damage. You immediately open your mouth, and as you get ready, you feel a howl as instinct takes over, as a large beam of vile energy shoots towards the creature in front of you. It immediately smashes into him, but instead of like dispersing, it's almost absorbed into his body as you see his fur begin to die and his flesh begins to bubble. It howls in pain as he starts to he reels back in pain. He's gonna take 3 damage. Holy shit. And at this point as well, he's going to, he also is blighted, meaning that next time he attacks, the damage is reduced by half. You rolled a crit, so you get another turn.
I would just keep attacking.
All right, what would you like to do now?
You know what? I'll put him out of his misery.
All right, let's see what you've got. So, are you gonna use? What are you gonna do? You're gonna go blinding strike. You're gonna use your actual weapons.
I think I'll use my scepter.
Are you gonna use it? So your stats are your glowing rings, which at very close range do a d10 plus 2 magic damage. Your scepter.
Actually, no, glowing rings.
All right.
Because I'm pretty close.
Awesome. Roll agility. Roll agility and a 2 plus a D10 plus hope and fear. Yeah. Boom. Roll that. I think you rolled 2 D10s by accident.
Oh, was that 2 D10s?
Wait, that's oh no, you didn't. 17, yeah. 17. All right, that hits. So now you're going to roll for damage. You're going to roll wait, was that up with hope? Let me see. With hope. Okay, so you're going to roll 2 D10s plus 2 damage.
2 D10s
plus 2.
Plus 2?
Yep.
That's it?
Yep.
And hope and fear or no?
Nope, this is your damage. You deal 10, so he takes 1 damage. Now, the thing is, because you rolled with hope, instead of gaining hope, you take a stress damage instead. Next, because you roll with hope, you can attack again. Are you gonna go again? You lunge towards him with your the shining rings turning into large claws. You slash across his chest. All right, roll hit again. That's gonna be a D10 plus agility plus hope and fear. All right, this is your to hit. So you're gonna see if you hit him. 20 with fear. So I get a fear token, and you get to do damage. So that's gonna be 2d10 plus 2.
Oh. Wait, what was that again? Sorry.
2d10 plus 2.
2d10 plus 2. Oh.
15. That's the 0 is a 10. Yeah, the 0 is a 10.
Oh, got it.
All right. You once again rush towards this creature and slash it again underneath what's it called, underneath, and it's immediately it's going to, what's the word? I'm trying to think of the word. Oh yeah, it takes 2 damage, and it's kind of, at this point it's dripping blood. It's very injured. Let me just very quickly grab something here. I'm trying to find something real quick. Wait, where is it? Sorry, give me 1 second. I'm trying to find this.
All good.
Okay, here it is. Is this it? Okay, yep. Okay, so at this point, we're going to use one of its abilities, which is... No, this isn't the one. Oh, I think it's this one. Oh, there it was. Okay, so at this point, it's now the enemy's turn. And he is now going to use an ability. Where is this? Relentless passive act 3 times. Yeah. So he's going to use... You suddenly see this creature look at you angrily. As he dives headfirst into the ground. And that's when you see it. You recognize, you've only seen it once. But you see this crystalline... what do you call it? A crystalline arm guard begin to grow on the arm of this creature. You recognize it as your dad, Sora. You only saw that one time before he went to fight. And he punches into the ground, and the ground opens up underneath him and swallows him up. And then suddenly he appears right next to you. You see a bulge in the ground right next to you. As he bursts out of the ground. And he uses his ability. Where is it? There it is. So roll. You must roll an agility reaction roll. So yeah, roll agility. You have to beat 14.
Just one agility or hope and fear?
Hope and fear. Always hope and fear. The only time you don't roll hope and fear is with damage. So 12 with hope. So unfortunately, well, you do gain a hope, but he bursts out and he knocks you to the ground and you whimper a little bit as you fall to the side. You're now vulnerable. And what's it called? We're now going to use the... We're going to use another fear to spotlight this guy again. And he's now going to use his second attack, which is his acid spit. So he's going to attempt to attack you with a +3. So d20 +3. Boom. 6 + 3. Ooh, I don't think that hits. Does that hit? I don't think it hits. All right.
That's a miss.
Yeah, that's a miss. But I'm going to spotlight him again by using a fear token. And he's going to attempt to hit you again. Boom. 16 + 3, 19. I'm pretty sure that hits. What's your evasion score?
Evasion, 12.
All right. He's now going to roll 2d6 damage. Does he have anything beyond that? Here it is. 2d6 damage and if they get okay, cool. Boom. Roll. 5 damage. What's your threshold?
Threshold 6.
6. All right, so that means you only take 1 damage. You should have healed that HP actually from before, from that other fight. So we'll just keep it as is because you take 1 damage. But you must also mark a armor score because the acid melts some of your armor. All right. It is now, I believe it is now, yes, it's now your turn. I will also say it is at this point that you hear a scream coming from the camp that you were in, that your mom was in.
I think I would rush to the camp.
All right, if you do run away from this creature, it gets it has actually there's no opportunity attack in this. I don't think he has an opportunity attack. He doesn't. Acid can be spotlight, or Earth has a reaction bar. Okay, yep, no, you're good. Okay. So you just at this point you rush towards the camp within close range. And you see the 3 people from earlier surrounding your mother. They look at you, they see you fighting. And the guy goes, haha, not this time, kid. And he has a knife next to your mother's neck. What would you like to do?
I would just charge at him.
Roll knowledge. Roll with hope. Also, unfortunately, because you gained a hope, you might have much picture on stress. You got to take a stress damage here, and you can tell very easily right now that if you were to charge directly at him right now, he's just going to slit your mom's neck. Well, there's a high chance. You can try to beat it with an agility, but if you fail the agility roll, your mom's dead. So you can attempt it if you want.
I'll try.
Okay, agility plus your hope and fear. 14 with hope. Let's see what his thingy is. It passes. So you run towards him, and before he can slice your neck, you charge at him, and now you've closed the distance, and before he can slice your mom's neck, you can do something. What are you gonna do?
I slice his neck.
All right, roll to hit. You're looking to beat 12.
So what would I roll here?
This would be your weapon. So glowing rings was agility.
Oh.
So
Yeah,
it would be agility, and it would be a hope and fear, and a D10 from your werewolf form. All right, go for it. Yep. 13 with hope. You take another stress damage. I just marked it for you. 13 with hope, but that hits. So roll your damage. That's 2d10 plus 2.
2d10 plus 2.
Yep. 9 damage. Let's see. 9 damage. He takes 2 HP of damage. Let me very quickly. Objects. Components. Checkers. Gee, I'll use the dice. So he takes 1, 2. And then this guy took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. Okay. So this guy takes 2 damage. You attempt to slash at his neck, but he holds his arm up, and you leave a huge tear on his forearm as he steps back. He goes, he looks, he sees you as well. And at this point as well, they kind of like realize, they look, and he said, one guy says, he, the perfect life form. They look over. The other two look almost in awe, where the other, and suddenly the other guy goes, it doesn't matter what he is, kill him. And you did roll with hope, so you get to go again.
Okay, so should I use my rings again?
Whatever you want, because you also have, it's like it's the strongest weapon you've got. The only other thing you have is inspirational words and lightning strike, but lightning strike's more of a long range thing.
Yeah, I'll do glowing rings again. A D10, I think.
Yeah, D10. This year to hit, so it's a hope and fear and agility.
Just 1 D10 and.
Yeah, and agility.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Yep. 27 with fear. Okay, so you do hit him. I get a fear token. Mine. And now you can roll your damage.
So,
which is your 2d10 plus 2.
2d10 plus 2?
Yep.
17.
Oh my gosh. Wait, who are you attacking?
Who am I attacking? The guy in...
The main guy?
Yeah.
Alright, so he's gonna take 17, right?
Yep.
Well, shit. Well, you slash at him, and this time he's not able to defend in time. As he's thrown to the side. He's thrown to the side, and he is immediately knocked out. So this boy is dead. These guys then turn to you, and they're going to try to attack you. It's now their turn. So he's going to first attempt to hit you with a hobbling shot. Which this guy on back here. So he's going to take aim, and he's going to attempt to hit you. Let's see. Attack modifier +1. Boom. 7. Does 7 hit?
7 hit for...
Your evasion.
No.
Alright, cool. I'm going to now use another fear token. And I'm going to activate... And then I'm going to activate this guy. And now he is going to go. And he's going to attempt to also hit you with a hobbling shot. It's a +1. Boom. 18. Does 18 hit? Yeah. Okay, so awesome. So what he's going to do is he's going to take 1 stress damage. And he's going to do a D12 +3 damage to you. Boom. 6. So what's your threshold?
X.
So you take 1 HP damage. So the man runs towards you and he slashes at your legs. The what's it called? And he leaves a pretty nasty gash, and you now have disadvantage on any agility rolls until your next until you heal. I'm now going to use another fear token to activate your dad, and he's going to run towards you, and he's going to attempt to bite you. And he is going to let's see. He's going to go straight in with a 20 plus 3. Boom. Oh, does 21 hit? He's going to hit you with a D12 plus 2, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, plus 2. Boom. Oh, 12 damage. So how much is what's that in your
threshold?
Yeah. Severe. Oh shit. That's 3 damage. Would you like to use your health potion?
Yes.
Roll your roll to what do you call it? Roll a D4.
D4?
Yep. This is how much HP you heal. Just flat D4. Yeah. 3. Okay, you're fully healed. However, he still hits you, so you take 3 damage now. By the way, you can at any point use an armor point to reduce the damage you take by 1.
Can I use the armor point?
Yeah. So boom, boom. And now I can spotlight him one more time, and he's going to attempt to attack you again. Let's see if you survive this, Wheezy.
Oh, I'm nervous.
Plus 3. He misses! He tries to slash you again, but he misses this time. Alright.
Oh my god.
It is now your turn. So that's the thing. When I have a lot of fear, I can basically just keep going until every enemy's gone. Okay. Your turn. Who would you like to hit?
Maybe I'll focus what's behind me.
All right. You can roll. Are you gonna use your glowing rings?
Yeah.
All right. Roll to hit.
It's D10 and duality, right?
Yep, and plus your agility. Boom. Let's see. With hope. Oh, you know what hope means? Stress. But you do hit. You are able to hit him. Roll your damage.
Okay.
Come on.
Oh.
9 damage. He takes 2 HP. All right, he's so close to death. He's so close to death, but you get another turn. Yeah, one more turn.
Okay. Agi, D10 and Hope of Fear?
Yes.
20.
Wheezy.
My stress.
Wheezy.
Yeah.
Mark that last stress. Now read what it said. Read the second part of your ability. Of your werewolf form. Read it out loud for me.
When you mark your last stress while in wolf form, you go into a frenzy. Roll number D20 is equal to your tier and automatically deal that much physical damage. Oh.
To all creatures within very close range. Wheezy, I want you to go back to the main board here.
Yes.
And here is very close range. Now I want you to tell me, I want you to name for me every single person that is within very close range to you right now.
Oh no. I have to kill my own parents.
Oh no, Wheezy.
Oh
No! Oh shit!
Oh no!
I didn't even. That wasn't even me, chat. I can't even make this shit up. I can't even make this shit up, chat. Roll your d20. Roll your d20.
D20. That's it? Just D20?
Just a d20. Up, yep. Everyone takes 11 damage. Okay, Wheezy. Because you're my friend, I will give you the honor of describing in detail what's about to happen. What happens.
I think I'm killing everyone, including my parents.
You are. So you gotta bring me through, narrated like a story. First last, so first things first, you feel something, you're about to go and finally land the final blow on the creature that used to be your dad, when suddenly you feel something like a pulse in your chest, something, your vision starts to go a little bit hazy, and suddenly your body almost isn't your own. You hear remember the skeletal hand voice? You hear it cackling in the background, like ha 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 ha. Perfect. And suddenly you start to lose control, and you're basically almost have an out-of-body experience where you watch yourself doing this in real time. One claw lifts. Who does it strike first?
My dad.
With one huge, as you're slashing, your claw almost like doubles in size. You slash, and the claws puncture the side of his face as his soul immediately leaves his body, and he's flung across the camp, lifelessly landing over here. He's dead. Who's next? There's still the other two creatures as well. There's the other two guys as well here.
The other two guys.
All right. So how are you gonna kill this? How are you gonna kill this guy in front of you?
I think I'd do a big shoot. Maybe a big frontal slash.
All right, so you lunge towards him and slash him, and he's cleaved completely in half, and he's dead. And then suddenly you turn your attention to the other guy. What do you do to him?
I do the same thing.
Also completely clawed in half. And then lastly, you see your mother. No! Oh, she had like...
I'm sorry, Mom.
She only had like 2.
Goodbye, Mom.
You're unable to stop yourself. Can you roll to resist the urge? Nope, that is the downside. That is the downside of being a werewolf, bro. That's the downside. I will let you roll. On a critical, you can succeed. Critical is when the two numbers are the same. Roll hope and fear to try to resist it.
Yeah, I'll do that. Just one?
Yep. No. It's auto hit. Yeah, it's 20 damage. It's a d20 damage to everyone around you in the final form. You're you try with all your... You try with... how do I describe it? I guess you're almost like an astral projection outside your own body. And you try to fly back in. You try to fly back into your body to take control of it, when suddenly several skeleton hands appear around you and pull you back, forcing you to they completely restrain you, and you're unable to move as you see your wolf form mercilessly mauling your poor mother to death before she even realizes what happened. And with one final howl, wake up in the middle of the camp. Your clothes barely hanging onto you. Covered in blood. The entire camp is just blood. Soaked into the ground. Puddles of it. You see the werewolf that was your dad completely ripped to shreds. There's no signs of everyone else. And when you open you sort of slow. What do you do now? You don't see your mom though, because she was inside. She was like a little bit further a ways.
I think my eyes would just be in shock.
Are you gonna go check on anything? Are you gonna check your mom or your
Yes.
dad? Who do you check on first?
I'd check my dad first.
You walk over to the you walk over to the werewolf that was your dad. You see it's basically it's dead. Honestly, it's very, very dead. Everything about it was mauled, but you see something strange inside it. Do you remember the purple core that entered your body?
Oh, yeah.
You see something similar inside him, but it's different. It's like not... Your one was like this perfect, smooth, pearl-like thing. Whereas inside him, there was some kind of weird crystal. It's rough. It has like several metal plates. It looks like someone tried to make what is inside you, but did a very bad job at it. And that was inside your father. And it's blinking. It's blinking very, very lightly. It's kind of pulsing ever so slightly, but it seems weak. Is there anything you want to do?
I think I would check on my mom next.
All right. So you're not going to interact with anything on the werewolf?
No.
Okay, cool. Also, as you're walking away, you do see a small, a chipped tooth on the ground that belonged to your father. So you're more than welcome to keep that if you want as well.
I think I'll keep it.
All right, cool. And now, as you walk over to where your mother was, you see the sight of her, but you're not quite sure. Once again, you're not quite sure because you blacked out, but you see a large slash across her chest, deep, fatal, and she lies there, but her hands are folded, and she looks peaceful. You don't know if something happened while you were in a werewolf form. You don't know if someone came by afterwards or not, but you definitely can tell that the slash was from your own hands.
What have I done?
Is there anything you'd like to do? Or say?
I will just walk away.
You turn from the scene. And you attempt to just walk. You don't really know to where. You met your father again. What they turned him into. Your mother never did recover from the loss of him. You hope that her death was swift, despite it being from your own hands. And as you walk, you feel two emotions inside you battling fiercely. One is the desire to protect, to defend yourself, to do what it was that your father wanted. And you hear very faintly in the wind the voice of the Midnight Mother beckoning you towards Sora Academy. But on the other hand, your heart beats, pulses, and aches as the spirit of vengeance against those who turned you against your own father destroyed everything you knew. The cult of dread stirs inside you with a very familiar, maniacal laugh. And it's at this point that you notice that on your hand, the purple sphere that embedded itself inside you, the one that caused you to go berserk and kill your parents, you see on your finger, on a ring, with the exact same, but a much smaller version of the purple sphere on it, on your hand. And as you try to take it off, you see that it won't budge. And it stays there as a permanent reminder of the atrocities that you committed that night. And boom, that's the end. Yippee!
God.
Killed your parents.
I'm a fucking monster. Holy shit.
You can't even make that shit up, bro. You cannot
Dude.
even. I saw it coming. I just didn't think you'd get every single person at once.
Oh my
Yes, someone,
God.
yeah, Rain and chat was like, yeah, you're a monster, dude.
Oh my God.
Holy sh- Okay, this is so much darker than Batman. So
Yeah.
much darker than Batman.
I feel like if I went with the other path, I would have died if I took the other path.
The other path would have been just unlocking your abilities without the werewolf form. So I don't know if you would have made it or not, but I mean, I don't know if you would have ended up killing your mother if you'd gone the other path. But that's the thing, though. It all depends on what your character would have done at the time. And if your character felt like going the other path would have led to him not, like, dying. Like, he didn't know that he'd lose control. If anything, he kind of got tricked.
Yeah.
Batman, but he had schizophrenia as a kid. And Rio just said, rip parents, bro. Holy shit, that was Oh yeah, Wheezy, don't forget to see. Oh yeah, don't forget to write your notes as well down at the bottom. Oh, kills gets in vengeance, one kills planets and prince. Okay, so what you got to do is
Did I clear that?
Oh, whoops. Oh, I think you cleared it.
Oh darn.
well, you got to rewrite it.
Okay.
What's the character in Darkest Dungeon where he turns into a monster? Abomination? Is that what we see?
That's literally my character.
Brother. He was meant to be Batman, but this is infinitely worse. Infinitely worse. 20 years later. Oh, gosh. There was about 7 different endings that you could have gotten in this.
Oh my God.
You got none of them, actually. You got it. You got absolutely. Yeah, you got none of them. Yeah, what was meant to happen here is that either you flee with your mother, but she's been, like, tainted, or you get knocked out and have to watch them slaughter your mother, or you get out with your mom, but your dad is still alive out somewhere, and he becomes your main enemy. But you got none of them. You got absolutely none of them, because you killed everyone. What if he
Yeah.
himself believes that someone else killed his parents and he went all crazy killing everyone? That's a good question. What do you think would be better? Because now we're gonna time skip a little bit to Sora.
God.
Do you think the trauma would make him like forget that he's the one who killed him, or would you say that? I think a better option, personally, if you're more than welcome to not to go with this idea, is that he's running away from the responsibility. It's like, no, because they pushed me, I killed my parents. It's not my fault because they threatened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then that's the character development of the day he finally accepts that, yeah, it was his fault because he took the wrong side.
Well, I'm gonna have to see how the party is.
Yeah, that's... Well, holy shit, that's actually... Somehow your thing ended up being way more traumatic than Soma's. Oh.
Okay, what was
Oh, he has to pick between the Night Mother or the Midnight Mother. The Midnight Mother.
And what was the other one?
The skeletal hand ? Because you don't know what this hand was. It's more of a training ground. Yeah, think of it like the school from Soul Eater. Not gonna have school RP. No. I mean, unless you want to. Unless you want to, but it's not a mandatory thing.
There.
So what you're gonna want to do now is,
I think that's a perfect summary.
if you like look straight down at the board and like drag and copy everything from your sheet, including the notepad.
Oh shit!
No, it's this one. Oh wait, well, let me put this. Oh shit. Wait, let me. So what you're gonna want to do is literally from the top, from up here. Wait, how do I strip? From up here to down here. You see, I pinged it. So you want to drag and no. Put it back.
Oh.
Put it back. From above it, you want to make a box.
Oh, make a box.
Yeah, you drag and cover everything. Wait, one second before you do. Everything is out of place. And cover everything so that you're getting all the cards, everything, and the notepad as well, all the way down to the bottom. So you want to get the whole thing like all the way down like this. Keep going, because you got to get the notepad too. Yeah. And then you want to right-click and hit Save Object, and then call that, I don't know, Knoxford Session 1 or something. And then you save it as that, and that way. And now see if it, try to load it up here. Wait, let me move your thing away. Try to load it when you press Escape, or not Escape. On the top you see Objects, and then you hit Save Objects. And see if you can,
Oh, I got it.
yeah, see if you can place it and see if it, everything got copied over all right. Oh,
Do I
just
place
no,
it
just put it in the middle, like here. There we go.
Okay.
Yep, that looks good. All right, cool.
Okay.
Awesome. So next time you play, that's how you load in your character.
All right, good to know.
So how did you find it, Weezy? Let's jump into a call because I feel like Soma's gonna be there as well.
Oh my.
Let's actually, where's Soma? Let me summon. Let me invite Soma.
No.
Send link. Wait, is he even online? I don't even know if he's online.
I don't know if he is.
Soma.
Don't think he.
Yo, get in here. I know, you might be asleep. But yeah, so how did you find it? How did you find that?
Dude, okay. Honestly, I feel like that's the best ending I probably would have got.
I don't know if best is the word I use, man.
Because here's the thing, right? Like, my parents were supposed to be dead.
Yeah.
But, like, in a different way. So...
Mm-hmm.
They were supposed to die, like, I feel like they were supposed to die early, and I was supposed to have my own path.
There was, I was thinking of that.
Oh my god.
But there was definitely a time away in which, honestly, you just choosing to take your mother and run, and then turning back to help your dad fight, and then doing really well in the fight despite having no weapons, changed like the entire trajectory of it. Because there was a high chance that they just die in that. What do you call it? There's a high chance they literally just die in that alleyway, and they just never did.
Yeah. I completely twisted that expectation.
Plan, did you have to improv most of this? Yes and no. I have several story beats. So from the core, from the starting point, I have like 3 story beats that you can go to. From each of the 3 story beats, there are 3 more story beats, which lead to the endings. So altogether, there was about 9 endings, give or take. But there was overlapping endings. So some endings would have been similar. So it was only about 7 endings total. This was none of them. This was none of them. Does that mean I also have multiple endings too? Yup, definitely, 100%.
Yeah.
But yeah, my EDM style is here's kind of like a destination, and everything in between is improv.
Oh man.
But yeah, so oh dude, this song playing as you're like walking into the sunset.
Yeah, it suits so well. Because this is where I have to start a new life.
Your character is almost closer to like Ghost Rider at this point than.
Yeah.
Or even you know what it is? You're more like kind of like Spawn.
Yeah. Just Spawn with like Wolverine.
Spawn meets Wolverine is crazy. I love this though. But yeah, I hope you had fun. Was this your? Did you play TTRPGs before?
No, I've never done a TTRPG.
What do you think? Have I sold you on TTRPGs?
I think you have, honestly. Like you do such a good job as his DM. And
yeah,
like, I know I was quite silent, but like my character isn't very talkative.
Right.
At the same time, so like.
Yeah, I think it's fine. Like I said, I definitely helped you along as much as I could with like giving you prompts and stuff that you could explore and things like that. So I mean, it's totally fine.
Yeah. But yeah, like I can't wait to do more of this.
Now you understand
like,
so much.
Oh my god. I'm gonna feel bad about my party.
They find out that you like it. Oh my gosh, you're right. Like if you accidentally kill them, dude, that's gonna suck. But
yeah,
that'll be really cool though. And I mean, like you're more than welcome to like hide the fact as well. Hide the fact that you're a werewolf from them. Like they don't need to know.
No, they don't need to know.
I love that.
Wait. Also, should we take away all the stress real quick?
Oh yeah. You can heal up. But I mean, if you want to override the save and stuff, you can do that.
Yeah.
Oh, that was.
So my HP and stress reset, right?
HP and stress reset, yeah.
Yeah. And I just literally drag everything, right? Except for the werewolf card, right?
Yep.
Or do I have to?
No, you can keep the werewolf card. Keep the werewolf card.
Okay. And then just go to right click. Save. Okay. There.
I wish I could put a. Can I put a tag on here? No.
Yeah.
I want to put like a little thing where it says 𝕊𝖏𝖓 when I hover over it, but I don't think I can get that. Oh, name. 𝕊𝖏𝖓. Yeah. Okay. Name. What's his name? Klaus. Yeah, look at this. Look what happens now if you hover over your see the penguin on the board?
Yeah.
If you hover over it now, it says 𝕊𝖏𝖓. It's here.
Okay. Where'd you put it? Oh yeah, I see it. There we go. Oh my god.
This is yeah, man. Alright. Well, it was good having you. Hopefully we can hopefully we can start up the missions very, very soon. Yeah. I'm excited.
I am too, dude.
right.
Let's see how this goes.
Hopefully we can get Shadows. Shadows gonna do his one later on. I
Yeah.
think Sven is also gonna do his one soon. That'll be a solid party already.
Oh my god.
So now we just go back to Deadlock, right? No, it's 5 a.m.
Deadlock is insane. Oh my god.
All right, let's end it here. I'll go do a raid. But yeah, thank you
Yeah.
so much, Wheezy. I probably will
No
actually be
problem.
Deadlock after this, to be honest, but I know it's late for you. It's like midnight for you. But
Yeah, it's like midnight for me.
yeah, you get some rest, man.
Yeah.
I will see you soon.
Yep. Have a good one, man.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for the session. Bye.
All right, chat, what did you guys think? What did you guys think? The, what's it called? I feel sad, bro. Freaking murked his parents, bro. That's wild. Did I potentially have a week? Oh yeah, dude, yeah, because you've got to wait for your see what like work stuff, right? I'm trying to remember the controls for this. You have all closing shifts? Oh, that sucks. Summer schedule not available till Sunday. No, Rain, that sucks. I'm so sorry to hear. I'm so sorry to hear. Left, right. Find nudge voice chat. Team chat. It's crazy. I'm team chat. Fly up, scale up, camera down. Line tilt. No, I want like a tilt button. Is there no way to like tilt? Free spin button table top simulator. On Sunday, you get off early and I'll be available tonight. Awesome. Yeah, let's aim for Sunday. That sounds good. Sounds good to me. Can you rotate buttons? Huh. .3D pointer, visual mode. What's the theme? I want to find a way to, like I said, I want to like somehow rotate this. Physics. Material. No. Flip, that flips it upside down. Turns, hands, permissions. Like, surely there's, oh, I mean, there is the really, the really, what do you call it? Sus way of doing things, and that is like to get one of these. And grow it like this. Right? Hear me out. This is really stupid. But can't stop having animals. Baby, I'm praying on you tonight. Cut you down, keep you alive, just like cannibals. Just like cannibals' balls. Yeah, dude. No, I feel that. Look at this. Look at my... Damn, dude. Why can't I rotate this thing? I guess I just put it back here. There we go. There's the, that's as good as we're getting it, I guess. 𝕿𝖊 Island. So far, it seems that most of the players are first-time TTRPGers. No, I mean, most of them, like, Soma's played TTRPGs before. Inari's played. I think there's, like, maybe 5 of them that are new. Of TTRPG experience. Yeah, I think most people do have TTRPG experience, I will say. I think there's only maybe 2 people. I think Lynn hasn't played TTRPGs. I'll let you know. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to get everyone's characters loaded up as well. I've got to put everything back in here, actually. What level is this? This is a tier 2. I'm pretty sure this is a tier 2. Tier 2, yep. Tier 1, tier 1, tier 1, tier 1. I gotta like tidy up my board afterwards. There we go. Boom. I wonder if I could like just have things in my... I guess I don't have a hand per se. Now, what else am I forgetting? Tidy up. I would love if there was a like a reset, like a refill here. Oh yes, one of the things I wanted to add for damage and stress over here. I want to get a go thingy. 2 go objects. You're the only guardian right now. Yeah, you are. I'm 99% sure you are. There's my bowl of boom. This is how I'll keep track of my health. So health, enemy health, enemy stress. What else do I need? Oh, cool. Countdown. Good to know. What else am I missing? Playtest environments. Ooh. Okay. Interesting. I'm gonna need to read through a lot of these. Just because I would like to see what kind of things that people have created. These lives fast friends. So the Grand Feast. Everyone here is having a good time. PC7 Banshee and Presence rolls. I don't know if I need this. Are you not entertained? To have the host of the feast kick off the entertainment. All PCs can make an action roll to initiate a performance. No, I don't. I mean, these are good. I don't think they really help me in a certain way. Like, if you think about it in anime, the environments where they're fighting rarely have major impacts. They're usually just kind of backdrops. I did say this campaign was going to be super anime. So as much as I like having like environmental stuff, I feel like it takes away from the story too much if it's too complicated. I think it's simple like they're slow or something like that would be more than enough. But anywho, let's send you guys over somewhere on YouTube. And then I'll also raid someone over on the Twitchies. But thank you so much to everybody for popping in. I appreciate every single one of you. Huge thank you to my boy Will for the raid. I'll send you guys over to... I'll send you guys over to Kendra. I'm actually doing a cover with her. Go tell us hi, peace. Good night.